Hi guys, it's Vegan Babe here, and I'm coming to you today with a video about touching things. Yes, that's right. So I recently moved into my new place and it's shared housing again, and I live with four other women. I'm the fifth one in room 4 though, not that you need to know that. The main issue that I've had so far, because I'm sure that there'll probably be a few more issues down the line, because that's kind of how it is when you're sharing your space with other people. But the main issue that I've had so far is that someone keeps on moving my shit, and it's really pissing me off. The first thing that got moved was my clothes area. If you don't know what a clothes area is, it's basically something that dries your clothes, and you can put it in the house indoors, or you can put it outside, and I choose to put it indoors because in London it's been raining quite a bit, right? So I put it on the landing upstairs, on the same floor that my bedroom is, and on the same floor that the kitchen is with the washing machine. And I did this for convenience. Like, there's not much space on the landing, but I put it behind, and I made sure that when you open the bathroom door you can get in and out perfectly fine without, you know, having to kind of squeeze your way in awkwardly or let the clothes dry it down. So to me that was fine. You know, it's not in anyone's way. It's just taking up a certain space on the floor that no one is really using. Like, it has no purpose, that piece of space right there, unless you want to open the door completely, which there is literally no need to open the door completely. It was open just enough for someone to get in. So I left my clothing area there, and I put some clothes in it, and I was waiting for the rest of my clothes to finish in the washing machine. But before I could even do that, someone went ahead and put my clothing area all the way downstairs into the dining area. So with this, I was just like, okay, that's fine. Maybe someone thought it was in the way, because it is like a public space, a public landing, whatever. I'm not living with family, etc, whatever. So I thought, okay, you know, I'm just gonna have to make the journey all the way down the stairs and into the dining area, and drag my heavy clothes all the way down the stairs into the dining area. I didn't want to do that, but I moved the area all the way downstairs. I couldn't be bothered to just bring it all the way back upstairs, because who's got time for that, right? It's kind of heavy, especially with clothes on it. It's a bit awkward to get up all those stairs. So actually it's a bit surprising that someone would even want to like go to those lengths to move it downstairs. Like, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna take some separate clips and put them into the video just so you can see exactly what I mean. Just to clarify, I put my clothes on the landing specifically for convenience, to make it so that I don't have to make several trips all the way downstairs, also carry my clothes in tow and hang my clothes up, then come all the way back up, get more clothes, go all the way downstairs, hang them up, come back up. It's just very tedious. It's like, why would I do that when I can literally have my clothes drying next to where my room is, number one, and next to where the kitchen is, where the washing machine is. And I mention this because there are two kitchens. One has a washing machine, which is the upstairs one where I am, that's where my room is, and one doesn't have a washing machine, it just has a cooker. So yeah, it doesn't, like, logically thinking, it did not make sense for me to just be lugging things downstairs. But like, the only reason I can see someone moving that is because it's not aesthetically pleasing to them. I don't see any functionality problems with where I put it or anything, so I don't understand that one. And I really hope I can find out who is moving my shit, because it's pissing me off. That first one, in that moment I was like, okay, whatever. It's when it started happening several more times with different things. So the next thing that got moved is a black bin bag that I put in the bathroom. Now, in the bathroom, you'll see when I show you, there are different areas and different ledges and whatever, and it's all on the left side of the wall. So I put the bin bag out of the way. It's not in anyone's way at all. It's just kind of underneath the ledge, and it's a big bin bag, and I put that there because there's no bin in there. And since it's a communal area, I would have thought that my landlord would have put bins in those communal areas, and right now I'm not going to go out and spend my money and put bins everywhere. So just like, for now, in the meantime, I just put a bag in there just so I can put any of the things that I use that I finish with, like all of the disposables, such as cotton pads, cotton wool, earbuds, no, not earbuds, sorry, my bad, air cleaners. I swear there's a cotton buds, that's it. that's the name. My wet wipes, because you can't put those down the toilet, you have to dispose of them in a bin, right? So I put wet wipes in there as well. Empty bottles, like empty shampoo bottles, empty face cream bottles, just packets, empty packets, empty packaging, you know, things just like that. I thought, hey, I have all of this rubbish, where the fuck am I going to put it? So I put a bin in there, and now I put all of those disposable items in that bin. But for some reason, someone keeps on moving that bin into the kitchen area. I have no idea why. The bin is not in anyone's way. It's not doing anything wrong. It's just literally there. And something that is occurring to me is, does this person have OCD? Because that is the only thing I can think of. When I was living with my grandparents, I moved into a war zone. I did not know that my grandmother had OCD, and I found out very quickly a few months in, and I pretty much picked up on it straight away, to be honest. But because no one ever talked about it and she's undiagnosed, they just see it, my family just see it as being the way she is. But no, I'm telling you, she has OCD, and it's very bad. I guess living in that environment with my grandmother having OCD, and you know, her behavior kind of affecting that, and her treating me in a certain way because of it, it's like I can maybe spot or maybe just get flashbacks from what I experienced. It just reminds me of it. Like, I'm not saying the person doing this has OCD, but it really reminds me of my grandmother, who definitely does have OCD. It's like, if you put something in a different place, or if you add something to the environment, someone with OCD, they may not like it. So like, maybe I'm overanalyzing this a bit too much, or this really isn't the case, but it's just a passing thought. So yeah, I put a black bin bag in the bathroom for rubbish. Not just my rubbish, anyone's rubbish, like if they have tissues, just very small disposables like that. And when that gets full, I will be fully responsible for taking that out and, you know, putting in the trash. Okay, I've already thought of that, and I've accepted responsibility for that. Because another thing that I think of is that maybe the person thinks that, oh, they're gonna have to clean up after people and da 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 da. Because the person that I have in mind, she seems that way. Apologies for the lighting. Like, it's morning time, it's approaching 10 a.m. and the light keeps on just, you know, going in and out. I can see on the viewfinder right there. So apologies for that. Moving on to the very last thing, guys. I say the last thing, there could be more things that get moved or touched in the future. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want this to happen again. I'm going to find out who's doing it and ask them to stop. But yeah, the third thing is my box full of skincare products and toiletries. Okay, so I have a box. It's called a locker box, which means that I can put items in and I can lock it with a 3-digit security code or password, whatever you want to call it. So I put that in the bathroom, and I have my toiletries and my skincare products, such as my face wash, my face scrub, face moisturizers, cotton wool, cotton pads, bands for my braces, incidental brushes for my braces, aloe vera gel, and etc. I have all of that stuff in that box, and I put it in a certain place. I put it closest to where the sink and the mirror is. Obviously, if you know me, you know I do things out of convenience and logic. It does not make sense to put all of those items near the door when I'm entering the bathroom, because there is no sink next to the bathroom door and there is no mirror, and therefore I'm not going to be using those products at the door. I'm going to be using them near the sink, so I put the products near the fucking sink. So when I place my products near to the sink and the mirror, like they're the closest they can be to them. They're not on the sink or anything. Again, I'll show you what I mean. They're closest to the mirror and the sink, so I can take them out, put them on top of the box, use them, and put them back in. This person, yeah, has moved the whole box to a corner, a dark corner of the room, like closest to the door. So if I was to keep that box there, I would have to unlock the box, take out my products, bring them over to the sink, and use them, and bring them back to the box, put them in, lock the box. And that's, to me, that's just, it's long. It's very inconvenient for me, because in the mornings and in the nights I like to do things very quickly. I like to take my products out, use them, put them back in, and they're close to the sink, so I don't have to like make any sort of trip to go back to my box and come back to the sink, go back to the box, come back to the sink, because I use quite a few products on all cotton pads, cotton buds on a daily, regular basis. So for me, putting it next to the sink is convenient. Anything other than that is just, it's very inconvenient. So I put my box near the sink, and on 2 occasions, guys, oh my god, 2 occasions since I've put that box in the bathroom, someone has moved it all the way. I say all the way, I'm kind of exaggerating. It's in the same room, but it's just on a different ledge furthest away from the sink. I'm just thinking, if I moved the box back to where I put it the last time, and then you go ahead and move it back to where you want it to be, and then I go ahead and move it back to where I want it to be, why are we playing this game for? Like, clearly the person who put that thing there wants it there. Why are you moving it? And you're not even asking either. That's another thing. Like, if someone was to ask, hey, can I move this? Or actually just tell me why they're moving it in the first place, or why they want to move it, it would be so much better. It's called open communication, right? I wouldn't use something, move something, or touch something without asking. And if I'm not going to ask, then I don't touch it. I just leave it alone. Just leave it where it is, because it's common sense. You don't go around touching and moving people's things. And my arm is getting quite tired, so I'm sorry if the angle kind of changes every once in a while. So yeah, I guess that's it. But actually, there's one other thing that I forgot to mention. So you know, you have a bar of soap, yes? And you have like a container to protect that bar of soap. So you have the bottom part, you put the soap in, and then you put the lid on that kind of bar of soap holder. That soap holder, yeah, that's what it's called. So you have a soap holder and you put it on the side of the bath so you can access it whenever you have a bath or a shower, right? I put my soap on the side of the bath, and literally there is no lack of space on the side of the bath, because there is nothing there. And I think everyone just keeps their products in their bedroom and they don't bring it into the bathroom, because, you know, some people are a bit worried that people may use their stuff, and I can understand that, even though I'm probably the sort of person that would use people's things without asking. And then again, I wouldn't even ask to use someone's personal skincare products, because that's just not right. Just go and buy your own. Like, why you want to ask to use someone's shit? Like, unless you don't have any money and you don't have your own soap and you're desperate, then that's like the only scenario I would think that you would be obliged, or you would be allowed to ask someone to use their stuff. So with this bar of soap, I put it on the side of the bath, and again, someone moved it to the furthest area of the room, away from the bath, away from the sink and the mirror, and they put it on top of the box that I was talking about. So they just move everything to that side. I don't understand. It's like, it's inconvenient for me. I'm not going to be traipsing over to get my soap and then, you know, put it down so I can go in the bath. I want to get in the bath and my soap's there so I can use it and then get out. I don't see any reason why someone would move it. I don't get it. So that's pretty much it that's happened so far, guys. Just someone moving my things and me not liking it. And it's a bit difficult to kind of ask who is doing this shit, because number one, it's like people aren't in at the same time that I'm in. I don't know whether they're sleeping, I don't know this or that. Everyone just stays in their room, so it's a bit, you know, it's not like they're walking around and I can just, you know, casually just ask, hey, do you know who's moving my things, or is it you that's moving my things, you know, because I definitely have a hunch as to who it is, pretty much. I think it's the lady next door to me. She seems like a bit of a busybody, guys. I'm whispering because I don't know if she can hear me or not. So, yeah, the reason that this pisses me off so much, let's break it down, guys. I haven't even broken this down and thought about it that much, but let's just do this. So, why would someone moving my shit piss me off? Well, if I think about it, this is the reason why. So, I put something somewhere where it's convenient for me to use, and it's logical for me to put that there, right? It makes me happy that it's there because it's convenient, and it makes life easier and comfortable. When someone moves whatever it is that I put in that convenient and comfortable and, you know, life easing way. I'm using terms that don't even make sense, but you know what I mean. Someone moves it from that spot, that perfect spot that I put it in, you know, and takes it not even a few inches away from where I put it, but all the way like into some dark corner where it's just completely inconvenient for me. That is what pisses me off. You just cause me inconvenience, and that is the thing that upsets me and annoys me and pisses me off. So that's why I get annoyed when people move my shit, guys. It just causes me inconvenience, and it's as simple as that. Like, I make my life convenient, and I make things tailored to how I am as a person, you know? So if someone tries to change that, it's a bit like, why are you doing this? Like, I've done things to make things easier for me and comfortable for me, and you know, although I say me all the time, I do think about other people, and I do think, okay, would this box affect someone else's happiness? Would it make them sad? No? Okay, cool, I'm gonna put that there. You know, I don't, like, at least now I'm not seeing any reason to be moving my soap, the products in my box, the bin bag in the bathroom. It's like, where do people even put all of their toiletries, their disposables, their empty bottles, and etc.? It's inconvenient. Why are you gonna go ahead and carry it all the way to the kitchen, which is where someone put the bin? Everything that I do, it made more sense. I'm not saying that every single thing that I do makes sense or has to make sense, but you know, in a living environment, pretty much most of what I do, it just makes sense, and it's convenient for me. It's logical. It's like a no-brainer, right? The only thing that makes some sense to me is the clothing dryer, because it's on the landing and everyone walks past the landing, and you know, there's a toilet there. I don't know, maybe someone thought it was in the way. That's the only thing I can think of, but again, that fucking inconvenienced me. So yeah, anyways guys, so I'm gonna end this video here. My arms are really hurting me because I don't have my tripod. I'm in the same situation that I was when I started making videos. Like, when I started making videos, I was in the middle of moving, and right now I've moved my stuff out and everything. They're in the room, but I haven't unpacked much, to be honest. And there's still some things I need to collect from the garage again. So yeah, I can't wait until I have everything sorted and I can just be in my new room, peaceful and at one, you know, and just smile and be like, okay, I finally have everything together and organized. Because that's another thing, I'm quite an organized person. Sometimes I'm the sort of person who's a messy, organized person, but it's like, I know I'm organized. Maybe to the untrained eye, it's not organized, but you know, I have my own sort of organization going on, and I like it to be that way. So yeah guys, if you've ever had a similar experience where someone just keeps on moving your shit, please feel free to comment down below and let me know, because it's always nice to share experiences and share pet peeves. Like, let me know if you don't actually mind when someone moves your things or touches your things, because I would think that most people would mind. Like, especially when that person doesn't ask or doesn't talk to you or even tell you. You just like walk into the bathroom, you walk into the kitchen or wherever it is, and suddenly your thing or your things aren't there anymore, they're in another place. And it's like, well, what happened? Who moved this? Like, so many questions come to mind. Whereas if someone was to, you know, talk to you, tell you, then it would eliminate all of those questions, and it would eliminate confusion. It would eliminate the thought of, why did you move that? And it would also eliminate passive aggressiveness. If you're that sort of person that gets angry before you actually get to speak to someone, like that's me right now. I'm getting pissed off because like no one's walking around the house. I can't find anyone in the kitchen or in the bathroom or whatever. They're all in their bedroom, and I don't know when they're in, because I've knocked a couple of times on certain people's doors and there's no answer because they're not in, right? Or they're sleeping or something. I don't know what the deal is, but it just really seems like no one's in. And again, that brings me to another thought, that if you're hardly in, why are you moving my stuff? It's not like you're, you know, you're a homebody or you stay in quite a lot and then you're walking around the house, you're doing this and that, and it's affecting you. Like, it doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense to me. And if I get to the bottom of this, guys, and I find out who's doing this, I have my my hunch, like I said, then I guess I'll make an update video or something. I don't even know if this deserves an update video, to be honest, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! So this is what I'm talking about. This is my box. It's called a locker box. If you haven't heard, a combination key right here. And these are my products. So if someone takes my products from here, you know, originally I placed it here, but someone spilled water there, so I just moved it here. Originally I placed the box right there. As you can see, it's next to the sink and next to the mirror, okay? Very convenient, right? But then what some fuck does is put everything up on here. This shelf, I plan to use this one for cleaning products, okay? Anything that you don't use on your body, but you use in the bathroom, I feel that those products should go right here. And here we have the bin, guys. The bin of, like, you know, any disposables. I put it right here, and you know, it's out of the way pretty much because it's under here, which no one's walking and stepping on it, so it's out of the way. And I want to show you the soap. Here is the soap. My soap is inside, as well as moving the fucking box. Someone takes the soap and puts it on top. Why? Look, my soap's not in anyone's way. As I said, there's nothing, literally nothing on the bathroom side. There was plenty of space. And I've seen in like other people's houses, even shared housing, like my boyfriend for example, he's in shared housing, and everyone has all their products on the side. It's fine, no one moves or touches anything. And just imagine if I was to wake up in the morning, go in here, take all my shit out, and then have to walk all the way to the bathroom. It's just like, no. This is my box. Right over here. I'm gonna wipe up that water and move it back over here. I just like my things staying where they're staying. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you where someone put the bin, and then I'm gonna show you where they put my area. So this is the bin. This is one of the kitchens, so someone put the bin over here. Why? This is the bin that we used, and it's a small one. And I gotta put another bin bag in there because no one else will like bin bags. So, yeah, then from the bathroom to this kitchen. Now, it may be a bit dark, guys, but behind this door, this bathroom door, okay? This is where I put my clothes to dry. Like right in that square corner right there. And when I had it there, the door was open like this. So it's just enough space for someone to, you know, walk in perfectly fine. Close the door and come out. Now look, guys, this is where they put my clothes and my clothes dryer. You see how long that walk is? I didn't even show you me coming out from my bedroom. It's just, you know, carrying heavy clothes as well. It's just fucking hell. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to cause myself that slight inconvenience in my own home, right? I don't want to, so oh well, this is like one inconvenience I guess I can live with, but the others, the bathroom shit, nah, fuck that shit. Maybe I'll give you guys a little house tour when I've got my shit together. I can show you my room too.